Speaking of things on TV screens and movie screens and things I enjoy, because we talked about everything there. The Walking Dead spinoff is now going to be set in L.A.
This is crazy.
Is it crazy?
It's a little crazy. Now, I should preface, I'm only halfway through the third season.
Of Walking Dead, okay.
No, I'm sorry, I just started the fourth season of Walking Dead.
Okay.
So I'm really enjoying that show, and I'm wanting more, but I don't know if I'm going to want more after. Because every single person I talk to now that's current, up to date, is like, well...
Those people are... Don't worry. I love The Walking Dead. You know that I love The Walking Dead. I'm excited about another Walking Dead show. Not only the fact that it's in a different spot. I like that. Get me away from the group. Let's go and explore things similar to what Telltale's done. You get your own group of characters. Go do your thing. But what I really like is that there's rumors that it's being shot in early 2015. The rumors are it might be a pseudo prequel set during the early days of the zombie outbreak and showing the initial attempts to stop it from spreading. That sounds awesome.
I like that a lot. So there's a lot to unpack here. I think that, first of all, it's really interesting to set it in a major city. Because I feel like the TV show currently started around that in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But then they quickly realized, like, let's get the hell out of a major
this
city.
is really expensive.
It's really expensive. It kind of sucks.
We gotta go to a farm.
Like visually, it's amazing. Like I love all those shots where like you pan out and there's holes in buildings, smoke coming out, and there's the full highways of overturned cars and horse corpses and all this crazy stuff like that. But the logic here is to get away from a major city because there's more things that can kill you. You get to the woods.
There's nooks and crannies everywhere. They can just come
number two, a prequel is kind of interesting because does that mean all the corpses are going to be fresher?
It should be. That's what it should mean.
Because we've seen some zombies on the Walking Dead TV show that are just like, it's just like a head and an arm stuck underneath the train track and it's just like, rah, and it's like, wow, that's been there for a long time.
Right.
So I do kind of like the idea of going back to right after things first happened. We didn't really get a lot of that on the TV show.
That's the thing.
We didn't get any of it, really.
When you look at the TV show.
Well, we got like Carl waking up in
the car.
Yeah,
on the road.
Yeah, basically.
But that's exactly the point.
That was like a flashback.
Comics, the show and even The Walking Dead never deal with like it's happening right now. What is it like? If they're doing it in LA and they're going to do a whole season, you imagine it starts with just the first few. What's happening? Where like how it started in LA with the first few people getting back up from the dead.
Yeah, because I actually really liked the way the game handled it, where it was sort of just like there's like a walker for the first time. You know, it's just
car.
like there's little it sort of trickles out, and they're like, oh wait a minute, there's something a little odd is happening.
Sure, you hear the cars are racing past you the other direction. He turns off the radio so you don't hear the.
Because I think that's fascinating. Like with the Walking Dead we have now, we get to see the show after like it's just set in, and people are just so. They're like so morose and they're so lost to everything. But I like the idea of like shit's broken. Let's see how everybody reacts. Like immediately, like day one. Like how does the infrastructure of society crumble?
That's always my favorite part of zombie movies when it first starts, and that's why I love the Dawn of the Dead remake so much.
Yeah,
we got to see it like with that whole montage in the opening of like news reports going.
The opening was so good too, where she's like she has to crawl through the window, and then she gets in the car, and the guy's like, running after her, and then sees someone else and takes him out, and she's just like crying. And
I love that sort of like day zero stuff, and also they're going to save a lot of money on makeup if they're going to make the zombies look fresh and young and
fresh
beautiful.
and young, fresh and hot.
I will
zombies.
say this: I think one of the things that has kept me with the show now, because I've been marathoning it like crazy, is like when they introduce those new characters, they do such a good job of it. Yeah. Right? When Michonne was introduced, who I think is one of the coolest characters up to this point. Please don't spoil anything for me.
Michonne, by the way.
Michonne, excuse me. Mm-hmm. This guy.
Johnny come lately to Walking Dead.
This guy thinks he's all cool, knows everything about it. She's awesome, right? And these characters are so well fleshed out. And you know, we had talked a while back, and I was like, oh god, Walking Dead, man, they're just gonna keep fighting zombies. And you're like, that's not what it's about. It's about the inner dynamics of the groups and seeing these people. And you were spot on.
Yeah.
So more of that. I don't see how that can be a bad thing.
Well, there's no defined end game for any of this stuff, right?
Right.
That's the thing. Like every now and then they're like, we got to get to the government building, or like this guy knows the cure, or blah blah blah, and it all turns out to be red herrings, basically. So like once you settle in on that, then you go, okay, this is about people living and dying and interacting, and that's much better than just going, hey, there's a magical rainbow at the end. Although I wish there was.
I hope so.